Some people come into our lives like a passing season. They are bright, emotional, unforgettable, but temporary. And then there are those rare souls whose love changes the entire rhythm of our destiny. They do not just fall in love, they create a world around the person they cherish. Astrology has long observed that certain zodiac signs possess an extraordinary emotional depth, a generosity of heart, and a devotion that feels almost sacred. When these people love, they love completely, not halfway, not cautiously. They love with the quiet courage of someone who believes that feelings are meant to be lived fully. These signs are not necessarily the loudest romantics. Some of them are soft and calm, some passionate and fiery, some mysterious and deep. But they share one rare quality: they love with a sincerity that cannot be imitated. Their feelings are not games, not strategies, not temporary attractions. Their love grows roots. And once those roots appear, they become a shelter, a home, a safe harbor where another soul can finally rest. Relationships with these signs often become the happiest chapters of a person's life because they give something that modern relationships often lack: emotional loyalty. When they choose someone, they do not keep looking around. They invest their time, energy, tenderness, and dreams into one connection. They want to build something lasting. They want to see their partner smile years later and still feel the same warmth they felt on the first day. People who meet them often say something remarkable: "I didn't know love could feel this peaceful." It is the kind of love where you are not afraid of silence, where you do not question loyalty, where you feel seen exactly as you are. With them, love is not a storm that destroys, it is a fire that warms through the coldest winters. Astrologically, these signs have strong emotional planets influencing their character: the moon, Venus, and sometimes Neptune or Jupiter. These energies make them compassionate, attentive, and capable of understanding feelings that others cannot even notice. They remember small details. They sense mood changes. They instinctively know when their partner needs a hug, a quiet conversation, or simply someone to sit beside them. Of course, loving someone with such a big heart can feel overwhelming at times. Their emotions are deep, and their expectations of sincerity are high. They cannot tolerate coldness, manipulation, or emotional distance. They believe love should feel alive, warm, and honest. But for the person who is ready for real connection, these partners become the greatest gift fate can offer. Life beside them often feels surprisingly magical, full of quiet gestures, loyalty, laughter, and the feeling that someone truly stands on your side. Among the 12 signs of the zodiac, 6 stand out as the true guardians of love. Their hearts are vast, generous, and courageous enough to love without fear. When you meet one of them and the stars align, you may suddenly realize that what you once called love was only the beginning. One of the signs with the most powerful heart in the zodiac is Cancer. Cancer loves the way ancient poets once described love: deeply, protectively, and with a devotion that feels almost eternal. When a Cancer chooses someone, their partner does not simply become a lover. They become family, home, and destiny all at once. This sign is ruled by the moon, and that lunar influence gives Cancer an incredible emotional sensitivity. They notice the smallest shifts in their partner's mood, remember important dates, favorite songs, childhood stories, and even the tone of voice that reveals hidden sadness. Being loved by a Cancer often feels like being wrapped in an invisible blanket of care and tenderness. They cook for the person they love, protect them from emotional storms, and quietly build a future together piece by piece. Cancer is the type of partner who believes that love should grow stronger every year rather than fade. Their relationships are not built on excitement alone but on loyalty, emotional security, and shared memories. Sometimes their protective instincts can make them cautious or slightly jealous, but this comes from the deep fear of losing what they treasure most. For the right partner, Cancer becomes a once-in-a-lifetime gift, the kind of person who stays when life becomes difficult and proves that love can truly feel like home. Another zodiac sign whose heart seems almost limitless is Libra. Libra was born to create harmony in relationships. Ruled by Venus, the planet of love and beauty, this sign understands romance on a level that feels almost artistic. Being loved by a Libra is like stepping into a beautifully written love story where every detail matters. They admire their partner, support their dreams, and make them feel special in subtle but powerful ways. Libra does not believe love should be heavy or complicated. They believe it should feel inspiring. They bring beauty into everyday life: surprise dinners, meaningful conversations late at night, spontaneous compliments, thoughtful gestures that make their partner feel cherished. Libra's love language is attention and emotional balance. They listen carefully, try to understand both sides of every conflict, and always seek peace instead of drama. Some people underestimate Libra because of their gentle nature, but those who truly know them understand how deeply they commit once they choose someone. Their loyalty is quiet but unshakable. A relationship with Libra often becomes a partnership where both people grow, support each other, and feel emotionally safe. Life with them feels lighter, more romantic, and somehow more beautiful than before. The third zodiac sign with a heart large enough to change someone's life is Pisces. Pisces love with a depth that borders on magic. This is the dreamer of the zodiac, the soul that believes love is not just a feeling, but a spiritual connection between two people. Ruled by Neptune, Pisces sees their partner not only as they are, but as they could become. They believe in their loved one's potential even during moments when that person doubts themselves. When Pisces falls in love, they open their entire emotional universe. They write messages at midnight, remember the smallest expressions of kindness, and often sacrifice their own comfort to make their partner happy. Their empathy is extraordinary. They can sense pain behind a smile and joy hidden in a quiet glance. For some partners, this depth can feel almost overwhelming, because Pisces expects emotional honesty in return. They cannot thrive in shallow relationships, but when they meet someone capable of meeting them heart to heart, the relationship becomes something extraordinary. With Pisces, love feels poetic, tender, and almost timeless. Many people who once loved a Pisces later say that no other relationship ever felt quite the same again. Another zodiac sign whose love has the power to transform a person's life is Taurus. At first glance, Taurus may seem calm, reserved, even slightly cautious in matters of the heart. They are not the type to rush into passionate declarations or dramatic gestures during the first days of romance. But this patience hides something incredibly powerful. Once Taurus opens their heart, their love becomes one of the most stable and loyal forces a person can experience. Ruled by Venus, the planet of devotion and sensuality, Taurus expresses love through constancy, care, and the quiet promise that they will stand beside their partner no matter what storms life brings. Being loved by Taurus feels safe and grounding, like building a beautiful house together where every brick is placed with intention. They are attentive partners who enjoy creating comfort cooking together, traveling slowly through beautiful places, celebrating simple joys that make life feel rich and meaningful. Taurus is the type of partner who will remember your favorite meal, who will hold your hand during difficult moments, and who will quietly invest years into building a shared future. Their love grows stronger with time instead of fading, and their loyalty often surprises people who once believed that deep devotion no longer exists. With Taurus, love is not a temporary passion. It is a lifelong promise. Another sign whose heart seems endlessly generous is Leo. Leo loves with fire, courage, and an emotional warmth that lights up the entire relationship. When Leo falls in love, they do not hide their feelings or play mysterious games. Their heart is open, expressive, and full of passionate devotion. Ruled by the sun, Leo radiates energy that makes their partner feel admired, desired, and truly important. They are the type of partner who celebrates the person they love, encouraging their dreams, praising their talents, and proudly showing the world how special their relationship is. Some people believe Leo loves attention, but those who truly know this sign understand something deeper. Leo loves to give attention even more. They want their partner to feel like the most extraordinary person in the room. Their affection appears in grand gestures and small acts alike: surprising gifts, spontaneous adventures, affectionate messages, warm hugs that feel like sunlight on a cold day. Of course, Leo has a strong personality and expects loyalty in return, but this expectation grows from their sincere investment in the relationship. They give their whole heart and hope for the same courage from their partner. Life beside Leo often feels vibrant, joyful, and full of shared victories, because their love inspires confidence and reminds you that you deserve happiness. The sixth zodiac sign with an exceptionally big heart is Sagittarius. Sagittarius loves in a way that feels both free and deeply sincere. Unlike some signs that try to hold tightly to the person they love, Sagittarius believes love should breathe, grow, and expand the world for both partners. Ruled by Jupiter, the planet of expansion and optimism, Sagittarius brings a sense of adventure and emotional honesty into relationships. Being loved by Sagittarius feels like opening the windows of your life and letting fresh air rush inside. They inspire their partner to dream bigger, travel farther, laugh louder, and experience life with curiosity rather than fear. Sagittarius expresses love through freedom and trust. They do not want to control their partner but to walk beside them as an equal companion. They are enthusiastic, optimistic, and incredibly generous with emotional support. When they believe in someone, they believe wholeheartedly. Their words can uplift a partner during the darkest moments, reminding them of their strength and potential. Some people initially misunderstand Sagittarius, thinking their independent spirit means they fear commitment. In reality, when Sagittarius meets the right person, they become one of the most loyal and devoted partners in the zodiac. The difference is that their love never feels restrictive, it feels like a journey shared by two souls exploring the world together. Life with Sagittarius is rarely boring. It becomes a story full of discovery, laughter, and a sense that the future always holds something wonderful. These 6 zodiac signs remind us that love is still one of the most powerful forces in human life. In a world where relationships sometimes feel uncertain or fragile, their hearts prove that sincerity, loyalty, and emotional courage still exist. When you meet someone with such a heart, you may suddenly understand that real love is not complicated at all. It is simply two people choosing each other again and again, building something beautiful that time cannot easily break. And sometimes when the stars align just right, loving one of these signs does not simply give you a relationship. It gives you the feeling that you have finally found the person who was always meant to walk beside you.